Time is one of the few things every human being shares equally. Every day begins the same way for everyone. 24 hours. No one receives more. No one receives less. And yet, when we look around, the outcomes of people's lives often look very different. Some people seem calm and productive. They complete their responsibilities, pursue their goals, and still find time for rest and relationships. Others constantly feel rushed. Their days move quickly, but at the end of the day it feels like very little of importance was actually accomplished. So the question becomes, is time management really about controlling time? Or is it about something deeper? In reality, time itself cannot be managed. Time continues moving whether we plan it or not. What we can manage is how we choose to use the moments within it. Understanding that simple idea changes how we approach productivity. Instead of trying to do everything, time management becomes about learning how to choose what matters most. And in this video, we'll explore 4 ideas that can help anyone begin using their time more intentionally. One of the biggest challenges people face with time management is not laziness or lack of effort. Often it is a lack of clarity. When priorities are unclear, everything feels equally important. Emails, small errands, notifications, and major life goals all compete for attention at the same time. Without clear priorities, the day easily becomes reactive. You respond to whatever appears first, rather than deciding in advance what truly deserves your focus. Effective time management begins by asking a simple question. What actually matters most right now? This idea has been emphasized by management thinker Peter Drucker, who often spoke about the importance of focusing on the few activities that create the greatest results. When priorities become clear, decision-making becomes easier. Instead of trying to do everything, you begin to organize your time around the tasks that truly move your work, studies, or life forward. Clarity removes a surprising amount of stress. Because when you know what deserves your attention, your energy becomes more focused and your time becomes more meaningful. Another important truth about productivity is that having time is not the same as using it well. Many people technically have enough hours in the day, but their attention is constantly divided. Notifications, messages, social media, and multitasking pull the mind in many different directions. The result is that even simple tasks take longer than necessary. Research and discussion from thinkers such as Cal Newport highlight how focused attention allows people to produce better work in less time. When attention is scattered, the brain repeatedly shifts between tasks. Each shift requires the mind to refocus again. Over time, this constant switching drains mental energy and slows progress. But when attention is protected, something different happens. Work becomes deeper. Ideas develop more clearly. Tasks are completed with greater efficiency. Time management, therefore, is not only about scheduling hours. It is also about protecting the quality of your attention during those hours. Sometimes the most powerful productivity decision is simply choosing one task and giving it your full presence. Another powerful principle of time management is planning ahead. Every day involves many small decisions. What should I work on first? What deserves my focus now? What can wait until later? If those decisions are made repeatedly throughout the day, they slowly consume mental energy. Psychologists often refer to this as decision fatigue. The more decisions you make, the harder it becomes to make thoughtful ones later. Planning your day in advance helps reduce this problem. When you outline your priorities ahead of time, you remove many of those small decisions. Instead of constantly asking yourself what to do next, you simply follow the plan you created when your mind was clear. Planning does not need to be complicated. Sometimes it's as simple as identifying 3 meaningful tasks for the day. Those 3 tasks become anchors for your time. Everything else becomes secondary. This small habit creates structure, and structure makes time easier to manage. A final idea that often gets overlooked in discussions about time management is the importance of rest. Productivity is often portrayed as constant activity. But human energy does not work that way. We naturally move through cycles of focus and recovery. Without rest, concentration weakens and motivation becomes harder to maintain. Taking breaks is not a waste of time. It's a way of protecting the quality of your work and your well-being. Many high performers schedule moments of rest intentionally. They step away from their tasks for short periods, allowing the mind to reset. When they return, their focus is stronger and their thinking clearer. Time management is not only about doing more. It is about creating a rhythm between effort and recovery. When work and rest are balanced, productivity becomes sustainable rather than exhausting. Time moves forward whether we think about it or not. But how we use it shapes our days, our opportunities, and eventually our lives. By gaining clarity about priorities, protecting our attention, planning ahead, and allowing space for rest, time begins to feel less overwhelming. Instead of racing against the clock, we begin to move through our days with greater intention. And often, that small shift in awareness changes everything.